Fly Girl, Osaka Rallies by Ruzic, lands in AO second round by Richard Paliero, Tuesday, January 20, 2026. Photo credit. Australian Open Facebook. Naomi Osaka walked onto Rod Laver Arena like a woman walking the runway of a theatrical fashion show. Armed with a white parasol bearing a butterfly, Osaka wore a long ivory veil streaming from a white, wide-brimmed white hat topped by another butterfly. Celebrating her 23rd birthday, Antonia Ruzic was on the verge of playing Party Crasher to the Osaka show, snatching a 4-3 lead and serving for 5-3 in the final set. Under severe stress, Osaka found her wings zapping 3 straight aces to spark a 6-3, 3-6, 6-4 comeback win in her Australian Open opener. Relying on her most dynamic weapon, Osaka ripped 5 of her 11 aces in the final set, winning the last 3 games of the match. Honestly, probably serve was the key, Osaka told Jelena Dokic afterward. I think I served pretty well. And she's an amazing player. I've never played her before, so I hope to not see her on the other side of the net. But if I do, I'm pretty sure we're going to keep playing some really good matches. Two-time Australian Open champion Osaka said designed her butterfly entry outfit as a homage to her 2021 AO title run when a butterfly briefly danced on her face while on court. Tonight, Osaka's serve stung like a bee, but her backhand frequently flat-lined into net. That's why Osaka had to be pleased when she stepped in and lashed a clean backhand strike down the line to end a 2-hour, 22-minute struggle. It was a straightforward start as Osaka, after setting the butterflies aside, soared out to a 3-0 lead, dropping only 3 points in the first 3 games. The former number won 15 of 17 first serve points in the opener and seemed to have the match in control. The 65th-ranked Croatian had other ideas. Facing a top 20 player for just the 4th time in her life, Ruzic was wrapping her forehand down the line to storm back in the second set. Ruzic began following up the forehand strikes down the line by wrong-footing Osaka with forehands behind her. That's when a lunging Osaka began to reach for the ball and slap her backhands into net. In just her second major main draw appearance, Ruzic burst out to a 4-1 second set lead as Osaka was casting concerned glances to coach Tomasz Wiktorowski. The red lights affixed to the net post that signal an out ball stayed lit as Ruzic served for the set at 5-3. Chair umpire Mariana Veljovic gave both players the option to play with the lights on or wait. Ruzic, serving 2 points from the set, wanted to play on, but Osaka chose to wait until the issue was fixed. After about a 7-minute delay, AO staffers solved the issue the old-fashioned way: they unplugged the lights. Then Ruzic coaxed an errant return to close the second set and force a decider after 91 minutes. After a brief break for a clothing change, Osaka returned to court and held to open the final set. The 2025 US Open semi-finalist exploited a pair of Ruzic double faults to break for a 2-0 lead. Osaka was up 40-15 in the ensuing game but could not close. When Osaka jerked a running forehand long, Ruzic broke back in the third game. Tension tightened and Ruzic responded, hitting a fantastic forehand angled return for breakpoint in the 7th game. The Osaka backhand failed her again, straying wide as Ruzic broke for a 4-3 lead. 2 games from a massive upset, Ruzic did not even sit down on the ensuing changeover and looked overly amped up when she returned to court. Seeing her inexperienced opponent tighten up, Osaka picked it up, pumping a crackling forehand return to break back for 4-all. The 9th game was vintage Osaka as she whipped 3 wide aces in a row, holding at 15 for 5-4. A jittery Ruzic slapped a forehand into the bottom of the net to face match point. This time, Osaka stepped into her backhand and blasted that stroke down the line, wrapping up a challenging comeback with a bang.